Most people don't realize that when they do a couch stretch, they're not really maximizing the entire movement to really get the bang for their buck. Do they typically feel a stretch? Sure. Is it really starting to work to change a pattern? No. It's more so to start to address symptoms. And in my opinion, there's so much more that can be done in a couch stretch, and I find that people just don't know the 3 simple steps. So in this video, we are going to discuss those 3 steps so that you can do the couch stretch, get the benefits of the stretch, but start to move away from the dysfunctional pattern that's causing the need for the couch stretch in the first place. So for the typical couch stretch, people will throw their foot up on a bench or a couch, and they will throw the other one up, and then they'll push forwards, they'll hang out here for 30 seconds, and then do the other leg and move on. The problem with this is that so many people feel like they need this stretch because of how their posture or pattern is creating the need for it. What I mean is when we live in this ribcage flared, pelvis forwards position and don't have control over our center of mass, then we do this because it feels good. But we can add in 3 simple steps to this to A, still get the stretch, but B, start to increase awareness of the pattern and start to change that pattern. Because if we can change the pattern, we don't need the couch stretch in the first place. So let's go through the 3 steps to feel the stretch and fix the pattern. So before we start, we need to grab 2 dowel sticks. If you don't have dowel sticks, you can use a foam roller, a broom, anything that you can use to reach with your arms straight. So what we'll do is we will throw 1 foot up, and the first step we need to do is posterior pelvic tilt. Don't worry if you don't know what that means. Just think of a huge belt buckle and your belt buckle moving towards your chin. If that's hard to do, move your belt buckle towards the ground and then move it towards your chin. How you know if you did this step right is you will feel an increase in stretch in the quad that's on the ground. So if you do your belt buckle towards your chin and you do not feel a stretch, we did not adequately tilt the pelvis. So we have to make sure that we can move the belt buckle towards the chin and feel an increase in the stretch. Step number 2, once you have the belt buckle towards the chin, we're gonna play tug of war. We're playing tug of war between our arms and our ribs. What we're gonna do is we're going to bring the rib cage back as we reach the arms forwards. We're playing tug of war with equal strength, meaning the arms are just as strong as the rib cage. For example, if the arms were stronger and the ribs didn't push back enough, I would move forwards. Conversely, if the ribs were stronger, we would move backwards. So they're equal strength, so they cancel each other out, so you don't really move. So what happens is we get our belt buckle, we're going to keep our elbows straight, reach the arms forwards, but as you reach, bring the ribs back. What's going to happen here is you will feel an increase in this stretch. So that's how you know if you did it. So going through step 1, belt buckle towards the chin, increase the stretch, check. Step number 2, tug of war, increases the quad stretch, check. So we actually can kind of use this check and balance system to understand if we're doing it right. Step number 3 is to push the glute. So we have our belt buckle towards our chin, we're playing tug of war. Now we need to think about how far can this glute go from this foot. We want to continue in this kind of swooped position and we're going to push the glute forwards. And guess what? If you do it correct without losing the other 2 steps, you feel an increase in the quad stretch. So what does this mean? Every single step that we did should increase the stretch you feel throughout your quad. That's how you know if you're doing these steps correctly. And when you put it all together, we're in this really nice position where the ribs are actually stacked over the pelvis. We're out of this flared position. And then instead of holding for 60 seconds, let's just do 5 breaths. When you're in this position, you create a lot of good compression and expansion, so let's use it. So when you're here, we're gonna push that glute, and then we're gonna just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. And as you exhale, try to push the glute further. Notice how when I'm pushing that glute, I'm not just leaning forward. This is pushing the knee. You have to think of pushing the glute, which kind of swoops you even more. So that is a couch stretch that can A, stretch you, and B, start to get you out of a pattern so you don't need the couch stretch after all. So I hope you found that valuable. I hope you take these 3 steps with you. And if you do, you'll know if you did it because you will feel that increase in the quad stretch.